Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of our Rimworld playthrough with the Cold Foresters. This is no longer called Beta 1.0. They have now updated the version to 0.19. I don't expect anything to break too badly for our game, but that is a concern. Now, last episode we talked about a couple of things. One is going to try and rescue this prisoner up here, which isn't the worst idea. We still have 22 days, so we have plenty of time to do it. We also talked about changing our stockpile situation slightly, but what I think I'm going to do instead is really just buckle down and lay out our defensive strategy here, which I think is going to simply consist of just a large outer wall around the compound, using as much of the natural terrain as we can to our advantage, but just mostly an enclosement of some kind. And then I think I'm going to leave openings on each corner. That way as raids and attacks come in, we can set up in the corner and defend based on where they come in. Maybe we don't leave all four corners open, but I think, essentially, to start, that's probably what we're going to do. And I also want to give ourselves plenty of room to expand a bit more than we have already. So yeah, let's get started on that. We've got a decent amount of blocks going. We're going to need a lot more. But we've got them here, and we can improve the priority of that job as needed. So I think the river is going to be enclosed in our base, which will be pretty cool. We'll build bridges over it with walls, and I would like to use some of this open, slow-moving terrain to our advantage. By that I mean somehow try and force enemies to go through this to get to us, and give ourselves a firing line on them while they're kind of bogged down in this. But yeah, I don't see how we do that unless we enclose this in our base and make this an entry point or something. Which maybe we could expand to ultimately, like we have a wall here, down here, and then we're down here firing as they come in this way, another wall here. I don't know. Same with this. I think we might, we could probably definitely incorporate something like that into this corner. I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. And then we have a shooting defensive area here. I don't know. But at any rate, I think we should start laying some wall down. And it'll probably be a long-term project. I don't see it all getting done today. I mean, let's say, for example, I'm thinking out here maybe is how far we go. Maybe even further. Because I kind of like this defensive spot. So say they were shooting guys that came in that way. So we're talking about 550 blocks per wall. Thereabouts. Is that taking up too much map space? Okay, maybe that is a bit big. Let's say, here's the entry. We'll have them enter, say, here. Maybe something like this. Then what are we looking at? Okay, we knocked about 50 off the total. Yeah, we're just going to start laying it down. And we'll come down to this wall. Let's see, we will obviously expand to this geothermal at some point. I'm just going to lay, just so we know how big it's going to be. That is how big the thermal power plant is going to be. So, already this wall is not going to quite work. Although we could just instead do it like this. Something like that. Well, I sort of like it. I don't see a great way into it from here without going outside. Bandit Camp Quest. These have been good for us in the past. Let's see. 5 enemies. Relations will improve. And they'll give us a neurotrainer mech serum for crafting and a power claw. I like this. And also 26 days. And it's very close. Wait, we're light blue, right? Yeah, okay. It is very close. We did cross a river, but I don't think it's going to take too long. Yeah, 0.7 on the way back. Yeah, 1.6 round trip. Definitely worth doing. I'm going to cotton plant dead because of cold. Yeah, we'll see that. I don't think they're replanting anything. We've harvested all we could last episode. I think we actually did an okay job saving things before we lost too much. I kind of like the look of this, but we have to be able to get into this and maintain it. I guess a doorway out. I've got to make my mind quick because these are starting to lay down here. Damn, I'm going to cancel maybe a block of 4 here. Cancel that. Build copy. And we could do something like that and just have a doorway in. Just make it wooden. I don't see... I mean, they will attack this if they get the opportunity, but I don't think they're going to bash down a door just to try and get to it. So what I'm thinking is... So there'll be an entry point, which is, say, something like this. A nice narrow corridor, and then we'll make a... kind of an outer... cover area. Let's see. Yeah, so they kind of have to come in through here, and then they'll come out here. We'll be out here waiting to shoot them. That's the idea for each corner, at least. Something, you know, pretty basic. We'll lay a couple traps down here, maybe a couple traps in here. We might put some chunks down, or maybe some sandbags, so they can't use any of these walls for cover. Gun turrets are finished. Great. You know what I kind of want next? Back to the rec room being way too high a priority. I kind of like the idea of colored lights, although those are higher tech than they used to be. Yeah, up here. We need a high-tech research bench for that. Since we're expanding out and power will become an issue, let's just start chipping away at this. It's a long research. An ibex ram self-tamed. Interesting. I don't have really an animal area, so you'll just help yourself to the meals for now. I would like to change that. What do you like to eat? Vegetable seeds, live plants. So you can graze. Your melee is pretty weak. But we did just add Matthew, who is going to be, where'd he go? Matthew, who is going to be our full-time animal guy. We don't really have anyone with passion for it, or any skill. Lines a bit, but you're doing other things, and I'm glad you are. In fact, I almost want to just take you off completely. So Matthew, you're going to do this first after you warden. I'm fine with that. Yeah, so just at least practice your training with this ram. And I don't think we'll get too attached. And we might just send it off. Let's give it a... You can name your animals now. Any kind. Let's go like, I don't know, Ron the Ram. It'll help me remember what it is at a glance. Set over here, hauling, I'm sure, yeah. No, Noiset doesn't spend too much time lounging around, from what I've seen. Which is nice. So we've used all of our granite blocks, so that won't get finished. But I'm going to start using slate now for the other side, and then we'll start making new blocks as soon as we can. So we're going to need a bridge, which we're going to build walls on top of. We are going to make this granite here too. And let's see, we'll go slate. All the way down. Maybe to this. We could kind of incorporate these somehow. I mean, we'll probably just take them down for parts, actually. That's really what we should do. I don't see a really great way to incorporate those and use them effectively. And yeah, coming in from this corner, we could have guys set up here shooting. They've got an open space we'll keep. Well, we might build and expand out to here. We'll see. But so let's keep it going. I'm not quite sure where the corner. I guess we'd probably want to put something. I don't know, but then we'd fall back. Yeah. I almost think it's worth coming in a bit closer and having the corner like here. Not sure. I'll come back to that. Let's start on this wall here. That's going down. We'll use this formation to our advantage, I guess. We're going to rip this down too. We'll take this material. Same with this, although I'm not sure what it is. Marble? Okay. Yeah, we're going to need the blocks, so we might as well grab it. Marble, I believe, is the weakest of the 4 stones. I mean, kind of check. Limestone's pretty tough. 540 max hit points. Marble wall, 420 max hit points. Slate, 455. I think granite's the toughest at 595. Okay. So slate's not tougher than limestone. I think I knew that. Sandstone, I believe, is maybe slightly tougher than slate, or maybe slightly less. Limestone, I believe, is the second most. Anyway, we got that wall going. I wonder if we maybe keep an opening on the water here. Well, but then they could use our walls for cover pretty easily, unless we put a bridge and some sandbags down. Yeah, well, we'll keep going. We could refine it as we go. The initial plan, though, is just a big box around the base, 4 entry points on each corner, or 1 per corner, 4 total, and give ourselves plenty of room to fire on people that are coming in from a controlled point. We'll bridge it. And something like that. Something like that. You rotting? I thought it was freezing out here. Not sure why you're rotting. You must be old, and you just stopped rotting once the cold took over. I don't know. All right. Well, I guess this line coming back will inform where we go in that other corner that I was struggling with. Get a bridge here. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. Something like. Cancel those. Keep that. Cancel that. And this will be... How is this going to look? Why is this confusing me? There we go. Something like that, I think. Alright, so lots of work to do. We'll get the initial walls laid down. We still need to put doors in and figure out where we want our guys coming and going from. Probably somewhere close to these points, because enemies will likely try and bash doors down as they come in. If they decide they want to start bashing walls as opposed to coming through our pathway for them. And if that's the case, we want to be set up to defend kind of in the same spot already. Alright, so I do think this will be our first geothermal vent that we'll go for. But we do got... How's our rock cutting going? It's happening. That's good. Mal's doing it. And per chunk you're getting 20 blocks. Not bad. We had about, what? About 500-ish per wall. So that's like 25 chunks per wall. It seems doable. Major break risk for someone, though. Angie. Serious pain. Slightly impressive dining room. That went away, though. Slept in the cold. Angie... Wait, oh, that was... Sorry. That was a Yaka, not Angie. Oh, Angie, I did notice, had a other need, though. Wants to sleep with Johnny. Johnny and her are lovers, so Angie... I mean, nothing's stopping you from coming in here. So go for it. Well, that's reciprocated, right, Johnny? Okay, yeah, you like Angie. Okay. Didn't want to force her on you if it wasn't mutual, but it is. I'm gonna get this going now too. I know we already have wall construction going, but I'm gonna use wood for this, and maybe carpet. So we've got the wood pathway. I kind of like keeping the pathway in there. By the way, I haven't seen anyone use any of this stuff yet. I know we don't have joy. Oh, hold on, Matthew. We forgot to. You're not a night owl. Pretty sure. Yeah. You got some nice traits. Cyclically dull, careful shooter. Pretty. I mean, careful shooter is sort of a balance, I think. I don't think it's necessarily good or bad. Better aim. Longer time to aim. Got this set up. Waiting for calls. I mean, I think... I don't know. This is just going to be an extension of the rec room, I guess. It won't be part of the room. I'll keep this doorway here. Uh-oh, psychic ship. In our walls, too. That's going to start driving everyone mad. I guess that's in our home zone now. Yeah, it must be. All these walls, but this isn't, so go ahead and do that. And there's an eclipse. So let's go ahead and get our gun reinstalled. Over here, that's in range. Pretty much. It's close enough. And I'm going to build a copy of that too. I think we have the materials. Get one there. And we might even... kind of surround it. How are we doing on these materials? We've got lots of steel, lots of components. Yeah, we can kind of go... Let's just get safe with this and really turret it. Eclipse doesn't affect us, but we'll take some cargo pods with some neutromium. Cool. We'll haul those. Lots of chunks out in this map. So right now the psychic drone level is low. I think at the most every day it increases in strength. Maybe it's 2 days. But I do want to... Did I already build... Yeah, I built a copy here. I think I'm going to do one more on the other side. We'll flank it 4 ways. We'll get a little bit of that extra steel we have for precaution. Just a little extra cover for the turrets. We're going to need to run power. I'll have it come from the back. Maybe just a little bit less likely to get blown up. That should be close enough. Okay. Risk isn't going well. At least it's staying minor, but the low psychic drone, just being low, is minus 12, so this is pretty serious. We're going to have to take care of this quickly. And this will need power. I won't go too far out of the way to get this, something like that. And I don't want it too close either, because I think that's just more opportunity for the wire to get destroyed. The little tiny black wire that connects it to the main power line, I do not believe that can be destroyed. Why are we having power issues? No wind. I think we're gonna need one more of these. Yeah, put it there. And make that a high priority. Because, I mean, we're gonna need our turrets for this fight. And I'm actually going to have to carefully monitor... Let's see. I don't love doing it this way, but I'm forbidding the build jobs here real quick. I don't really see an easier way to make sure that they build the things that we need for this attack on the psychic ship first, other than just quickly doing that. Great, one turret in. It's powered up, but we don't have enough power. That is in now. I'm surprised that's not enough. Maybe it's not connected to the grid. Oh yeah, it's not. That is not connected, huh? I would have built that slightly differently if I had known, but we'll do something like that. And then we should see an immediate change, I'm guessing. Because these turrets don't take too much, although it is 0.19. I'm not too familiar with the release notes. And I didn't quite read up on the reason for calling it 0.19 as opposed to keeping it 1.0. But obviously things may have changed. 80 power needed is still the same. 1.4 days ago, still low. So in half a day I wouldn't be surprised if it shot up. One colonist is idle, Matthew. You're watching TV though, I'm fine with that. Let's see, oh, your recreation is just full blast. I'm not surprised. Way to go, Mega Screen TV. Oh, now Pacheco enjoying. Yeah, just soaring. Oh, they're already getting tired of television watching. 35% resistance already. 40. Getting bored quick. But it's dropping. Okay, turret number 2 is in. That gives us 4 turrets. We'll probably scatter some guys next to the turrets, although we'll have to make sure that the turrets don't blow up right next to us. This is now connected. Still... Oh, the power seems fine now. Okay, it's just dark. Nothing turning on and off. The battery charge... Why is the battery charge not going up? I feel like the grid... Something is missing with the grid. do not understand what's going on with the power grid. Lights still use 30. You use 200. 175 for the heaters. That seems a bit high. It is quite cold outside, -8. It gets colder though. Yeah, 175 seems high. I mean, I know the current power use is high. I don't know why our power problems seem so bad all of a sudden, especially after building this. It's another 1,000. We could build one more? That seems crazy. It does sort of fit right here, though. Well, I'm going to need one of the new waterproof conduits. First time using one. There we go. Alright, so if this third one doesn't solve this problem, then something's seriously going on. You know, I just realized this could sort of be the barrier, much like this is set up to be, in a way. So if, like, we could still make our entry point something like this, except we would take out, like, something like that. And this would kind of block and funnel people in. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So cancel this. Deconstruct that. Cancel that. We'll leave this out. Yeah, I'm gonna change that to a steel door now that it's gonna be on its own. Well, it also means the power line will be exposed out here. Maybe I'll leave just this one area. We'll make it a one-way entry. Holy crap, Noisette, our dog is being attacked by a grizzly bear. I gotta pay attention to these pop-ups. The drone intensifies. 2.5 days. Okay. Tell me Noisette is already taking damage. She's in our base, though. Damn it, I was way too slow on this. Get everyone out here. These grizzly bears are going to... Matthew, start firing immediately. Ayaka, melee, Pacheco. Yeah, get here and then fire. Okay, good. The grizzly bear's running. Excellent. So Ayaka, you peel off so the shooters can take care of this. Is Noisette chasing the bear to fight it? Look at Noisette go. How badly hurt did you get? I already looked, but pretty serious pain levels, but you should heal just fine from this. Let's get you down there, Lines. Let's chase this thing. I mean, it could revenge any second. But I'm going to have the dog hold back since it's injured. Noisette, yeah, there you go. Should back off now. Or it's hunting again. Oh, right. They don't see this hostile yet. Okay, cool. It could have gone worse. Noisette should be fine. Johnny and Mike, thanks for responding, but we got it taken care of. We got to get this poison ship down. I am worried. Okay, so this is now hooked up. We're getting power. Okay, I think we got to go for it. Let's at least get the dog bandaged, which is happening now. Great, and now I think it's time to go. Serrano, let's get you indoors. Ron, that's right. How's your training going? Pretty good. Tameness started at 5, but obedience was at 0. Which means, Matthew, is your skill going up here? Okay, you've gained a level. Pretty close to level 6. No, not really. Ron, you go ahead and stay indoors too for now. Don't get in the crossfire. Ayaka, Pacheco, Engie. So I'll get you out here to start. Then we'll split up. So Mike, you're already over here. How's your range? This should be fine for you. Yeah. Engie, you've got a bit more range. Can you do damage from here? Yeah, we'll get you a little bit further away. We've also got an assault rifle, which should be plenty of space right here. Would this be too far? Yeah, almost certainly. Okay. Johnny and your revolver should be fine here. Ayaka. Melee could come into play. You just hide back here a bit. Matthew, it's a bit close, buddy. Mal, you join him. Pacheco. Oof, I don't like getting our guys that close. If they come under fire, we're going to run. And just hope that 4 turrets and the rest of our guys are enough. And I think it should be. So everyone except Ayaka start firing. Okay, so we've got 1 Lancer. Okay, so the Scyther's now been broken up into Scythers and Lancers. Lancers have ranged weapons. And 1 Centipede, unless they're really on top of each other. So I'm going to draft and redraft everyone. That will make it so they're not focused on just the ship anymore. They'll start attacking these guys. Heavy Charge Blaster. Is that the one that does spray shots? Yeah. The Lancer, luckily, is going after the turret. Oh, not that time. I am worried about Johnny. Oh, man. I think you can melee lock these guys. What is their melee ability? One, it's really crappy, so it's like getting close I think would work, but I'm too scared to do it. Especially with all of our guys firing in turrets and things. But I am going to back these guys off. And Johnny, I just knows seconds away from getting his head shot off. Luckily he's turned his attention. After this barrage, I think I want to move these guys. Yeah, Mal took 2 shots there. Let's get you guys down. Just out of the fight for now, although Matthew... Okay, great. The Centipede is down. A lot of guys can't see here. Matthew, get close. Flank him. Mal, how badly hurt are you? Dead in 20 hours? Just go ahead and start resting now. Pacheco's not close enough to do damage, so I want you to peel around here. NG is not doing anything. Neither is our assault rifle. Great. The Lancer turned onto Pacheco, but then turned onto Matthew, so that went about as well as it could there at the end. All of you guys destroy the ship. Everyone else who is not those guys, Ayaka, you are undrafted. Unrestrict. And Lyons is having a tantrum. He's going to destroy a steel mini turret. He slept in the cold. Right. Cold bedrooms. What is going on with these cold bedrooms? I mean, I guess... I'm tempted to, like, have a fire going in this hallway or something. NG's in a daze. But we'll get these guys hauled in. Got an advanced component out of it. 4 regular components. And we'll just leave the turrets there for now, but we're going to use those for our final base defense here. Oh, right, I want to unrecruit. I want to unforbid. There we go. Well, just unforbid everything. Does that apply to walls? No, it doesn't. It's separate, which I think is probably for the best. Okay. Okay. Great. And there's a bit here we didn't get. Alright, that should resume. Yeah, definitely want to get the geothermal going. Although I don't mind keeping this here long term the more I think about it. The fuel lasts for, let's see, this one's almost full. 2.7 days, so it probably lasts about 3 days. Maybe 3.5. We've got lots of wood on the map. 1,000 isn't bad, you know. It's as good as a watermill almost. Wind is stronger than I realized, though. I might get another wind turbine. And then maybe a couple more batteries might help our situation as well. But definitely this geothermal will make a big impact. Those, I think, about like 3,200 or something around there. Gotta make a slot in our base. This might not be a good time or a bad time to go after it. You are psychotic wandering, though. I don't want you to get too close to a fight. Yeah, we're just not heating these rooms well enough. Do one more in each corner of these apartments. And like this. It's a bunch more power usage, but I don't know. We're getting some like mental breaks, so we want to take care of that. Let's get this hauled in. Haul in this. Start hauling in all the things that guys potentially in the future could use for cover as they come in here. So I want this all empty, which will be a chopped wood, but also eventually when we're all set up, it's going to be a cut plants. So we'll just get everything down. All of this stuff we want hauled. All of these chunks right here. Cargo pods, excellent. What is this? Uranium, nice. Uranium is used for many advanced armors, among some other things. But I believe all the power armor, or maybe it's called marine armor now. Need warm clothes. You haven't seen much tailoring going on. I mean, it says we have a parka that is at least 60. Yeah, Angie's exhausted and starved, but she should be out of her break now, so she'll take care of herself. Lines. I forgot to see how badly you got hurt. Your left shoulder was shredded, but luckily not destroyed. Same with your right arm. Wow, you almost lost both arms. So the wall is underway. I'm happy with to actually get going on it. Once it's up, we'll start really setting up our defensive positions. But I do want to make sure we don't forget about these two opportunities. I like the idea of getting a power claw and just making someone a great crafter. But it is 5 enemies, but we should be able to handle that. Especially what tribe is it? The Outlaw Vampires? They are a pirate band, so they'll have guns and things. They're not tribal. And then we have 16 days for this. 19 and 16. So I think next time we'll go straight for the prisoner camp. We'll get Rissa. And then assuming that goes well, and we have an extra potential fighter to take to this outpost, we'll go after this and get someone trained in crafting, and hopefully they can, you know, improve the quality of our jackets and stuff for the winter. And the need warm clothes thing went away, so I'm guessing maybe a parka bill opened up? No? Cool. Alright, well I think we'll leave it there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.